Hi everyone. I wanted to get on here really quickly because I'm going to hopefully be starting an herbal kind of magical herbal tutorials on different herbs that I do, because if you've been to my Etsy store, Goddess Garage Canada, then you know that I sell a lot of herbs. And although I don't really identify as a particular type of witch, I do a lot of herbal magic and I deal with herbs all the time. So I guess I'm a bit of a green herbal witch. But one of the herbs I wanted to share today, because I'm in my home office where I do a lot of my conjuring and my root work. As you can see behind me, there's all those little drawers. There's some back behind this camera as well. I have herbs everywhere. And one of the herbs I work with, and I also got the tea with it, so I wanted to talk about it, is Horehound. So Horehound, there's the little label that comes with it. So when you buy one of my herbs, my herb packages, you get a little bottle of whatever the herb is. So there's that, and it's already conjured, and it's Reiki infused as well. And I include a little information thing, so you can keep that with it or in a file or in your book of shadows. I'm just going to grab one of these packages here. Now this isn't Horehound, but this is kind of the package that you would be buying. So there's the information there. This one is about roses, and then there's a bottle in there. So that's what you're purchasing. And like I said, it's already conjured and Reiki infused, so it has a little bit of extra oomph to it. And I wanted to talk about Horehound because it's also one of the things I do when I give you the information sheet is if there's another name that I know of in the older texts, or other names it's sometimes called, I list it there in italics. And this Horehound one is actually known as Soldier's Tea. So Horehound is part of the mint family. And as a tea, here's the tea, and I'll put the link below for this particular tea because this group or this company is really great. But it's part of the mint family, and it aids with digestion issues, just like mint tea does too. So because they're both in the same family. Horehound tea can also help with respiratory issues, upper respiratory issues if you've got any. So it's a really good tea to have. I love this Buddha teas. This is the one that I drink for the Horehound tea. There's a couple different reasons. One, they have, well, first of all, the bags come in cute little packages. I like individually wrapped tea packages. I don't like the big box of just tea bags because sometimes I travel with my tea, so this is nice to just throw a couple in my purse or whatever. But they don't bleach their tea bags. I don't want to open one right now, but I have an old thing that I clipped off one of their tea bags. So one of the things is, see, these are Buddha tea, and I'll put the link below so you can buy your own Horehound tea if you want. But on each little tea bag, you know, holder thing, they have a little saying. So this one is, don't use your mind, don't let it use you. And the other one I had the other day is, all problems are illusions of the mind. So they have like these nice little sayings. It makes me want to open every bag just to see what the sayings are. But they have little sayings, little nice reminders. So that's one of the reasons I like, well, that's two reasons, because like I said, they don't bleach their tea bags either, which is actually really good, because the bleach, when they have white tea bags that are bleached, the bleach that they use, there's a product or part of the product in the bleach that actually gets into your fat cells and it becomes carcinogenic. The other reason I really like Buddha teas is because they give back to the Tree Foundation. It's the National Forest Foundation, and they're contributing to the planting of, I believe it's 50 million trees. Yeah, 50 million trees in the National Forest. So I love that, you know, because I love trees. Now, for the magical parts of the Soldier's Tea is it's very powerful, first of all, when you're using it. So when you get it in this bottle, they're conjured for you, and so you can open them up and use them with other mixtures if you want to mix them on your altar, if you want to use it on its own and just burn it, if you want to put it in as part of a ritual bath, you can, whatever way you kind of want to use it. So it's very powerful. And it's good at getting poisons out of your life. Much like when you drink it as a tea, you are, it's detoxifying for you, and it helps aid with that digestion and move things along and move things out as well. But magically, it also is very good at removing any toxins or poisons out of your life. If there's toxic relationships or situations, whatever that might be. It's an excellent addition for blessings of the home or business. It helps with concentration and focus during ritual and meditation, and it allows for a uniting of the conscious and subconscious mind. So it's really good in manifesting rituals if you're trying to manifest something in, because we often can't bring it into our lives until our conscious and subconscious mind are aligned. So if you want to do that, bring some Horehound into your ritual, and it will help with that alignment that needs to happen so that the manifestation happens. It's also great for unblocking creative blocks. So if you're an artisan of any kind, if you're a musician, it's really good for writer's block, if you're a writer, that sort of thing. So if you're having any kind of creative blocks, it helps to unblock those blocks. Now, the ultimate act of creativity is fertility and having a child and creating life. So although it doesn't say specifically that it's good for fertility, it will help aid in that, because it helps to unblock whatever creative blocks you may have, including those creative blocks you might have in getting a baby. So that also too, it helps to reset the mind and provides a sharpness of thinking. So I do drink it a fair amount in the parlor, because I do find it helps to keep me sharp throughout the day. So I'm bringing my A game to every reading, because I don't want those at the end of the day to miss out, and maybe I'm not quite as snappy as I was in the morning. So I do like mint and Jorge tea for that reason later in the day, just to help keep me sharp and keep my mind sharp. I do drink a fair amount of tea. The only thing with Horehound is I find, like with mint tea, I can just do the bag straight and I'm good. Horehound tea can be a little bit bitter, so you might want to put a little bit of honey. If you have raw honey around, that's really great. Honey is good for your throat too. So because I do so much talking through my day when I'm doing the readings, I find the honey helps cut the bitterness and also helps with my throat, to keep it, you know, fresh and not hoarse and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of information about Horehound tea, or Horehound, the herb and plant, and it's available for $5.50 on my Etsy page. If you're local, just let me know you want some, because you can stop by and save yourself the shipping and the taxes usually too. But I also wanted to let you know it's available as a tea as well. So there's often magical properties behind some of these things that we might use as teas or whatever. And I'm going to come on and fairly regularly try and do maybe an herb a week or whatever. So this week was Horehound tea, or Horehound herb, and like I said, the tea as well. I've got about 41 herbs to go through as I sit right now, so it will be a little while that I'm going through this, but come on here, see what new herb is up here, and get some knowledge. And you know, if you need any, let me know, because I have access to it, and this is what I sell on my Etsy page. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you learned a little bit more about Horehound. Bye.